On to another part of Jack Free. This time we're going to be going through and we are going to save some people. Because there's some our allies left out in the fucking desert. And we gotta go save their asses. So let's go save their fucking asses. If the door could open, please. Thank you. Okay, so we have a minute and 40 seconds to go find them. They're all marked by the green dot. So, pretty easy to find already. All the while we're getting shot at. And we have to go and save all of them on 1 health bar. Now, it doesn't seem that bad so far. You know, all I have to do is just go through and grab them. However, it's not just grabbing them. It is then going forward and finding this car that's just driving by this desert while the storm's coming in, by the way. Slowly fucking driving, by the way. And we have to drop them all off to this motherfucking car. And we have to keep doing this back and forth in order to get more seconds into our timer. Now, while we're doing this, more and more of the enemies will be coming in to fuck our shit up and doing damage to us. It is easy for us to get screwed here and lose all of our health, die, and have to do all this again. However, the good news is,
You're the best, buddy.
this is honestly not that bad. It's more the next part after saving all these people that becomes the bad part, because there's a gimmick to this, and we're gonna have to go through that fucking gimmick in order to, you know, really deal with all of this in the best way possible.
Oh, thank the beacons.
I'm not gonna spoil it immediately right now, but all I'm gonna tell you is, you're gonna want a good bit of health, and already I'm near half. I'm not in a good position, but I still manage because I've played this game enough that even with less than half of my fucking health on this car, I can still manage. You know? I can still get through this. Even with these motherfuckers knocking me over and make me waste time, the game always gives me a minute. It always gives me another minute to go and get shit. And there's only 4 to save, you know? Of course, the 4th guy, we'll get to that soon. But basically, all I have to do is just go forward and save these guys, bring them back to the car, and that's it. Now, of course, there is one additional thing of all of this that we'll get to soon, but right now, I'm already near dead. But as soon as I save this guy right here, as soon as I get over here and save this dude, not only do I get 4 minutes for this last guy, but now all of our enemies are gone. Maybe the storm's starting to get bad and they don't want to deal with that shit, so they fucked off. Well, that's what you would think, right? We'll get to that. We'll get to that. But all I have to do is just get over to this last spot, and that's it. I have 4 minutes to do it. A lot of time. Very easy. However, as soon as we get over there, things are not as great as you'd expect, because this guy's dead and we're getting out of our car. Yeah, it was a trap. Got Daxter crystal though. So now I have to go through this little mini boss fight. Our timer's reset to that time that we got beforehand, like 4 minutes 15 seconds. And that is our total timer for the rest of this. So we have to fight this guy as fast as possible. Use all your weaponry as best you can. Use this gun as best as you can, because this gun will be the one that helps you the most. And yeah, he'll do that every time. He'll do the laser thing every time. He'll do the slam thing, which increases by 3. And then he'll bring up the tentacles, which brings that at 3. And they are the worst part of the tentacle part, because it's hard to really dodge them. He likes to move around kind of in a weird pattern that is kind of random and kind of not. And it's really annoying to deal with. But yeah, all you have to do is just keep attacking him until eventually this asshole dies and blows up, which in turn will lead to us being able to get the fuck out of this area and get the hell over to the exit. And there you go. This fight... Yeah, now I have to go back in the car and get the fuck out of here. So, yeah. That entire fight takes about a minute. And after doing all that, they all come back. Yeah, they all come back to just try and fuck you up as you try to get back to the fucking city. And at this point, you probably don't have that much health left anyway. So now you're trying to be very cautious while also being fast in order to get back with about 2.5 minutes remaining at best. If you did very good, you would have had almost 3 minutes, like I did. But for the most part, you're probably at 2.5 minutes, and you need to have all of that time to get all the way back here. Now, as you're going back, if you're lucky and not getting too fucked over by it, get the boost from the enemies you kill, and use it to boost your ass all the way through. Otherwise, make sure you have enough time and you'll make it through, no problem. And luckily I do, because you only need about a minute and a half, maybe, like it's just a minute really, to get back. And I have that in a big number. So getting back here is pretty easy. So yeah, even with all that shit I was saying, it's not as bad as Jak 2 on this sort of stuff. Like, again, this is easier. Jak 2 is much harder and unforgiving, and Jak 3 is more forgiving than that. So I like it a lot more. It's a lot more fun and easy to get through. Anyway, here is Cleaver with this bullshit right here, another minigame.
Isn't it time for you ankle biters naps?
Yeah, whatever.
That gun turret used to be the only thing that stood between us and the desert's cruel kiss. I used to be the tall puppy on that baby. Wanna try to beat me, Score?
Oh, don't worry. Jak beats things all the time. Hey, Jak?
This minigame is actually kind of enjoyable. It's also really boring, but it is kind of enjoyable. All we have to do is get up on this turret right here. Process the climb up a little bit. And once we're inside the turret, we begin target practice. All we have to do is just shoot these. Now, the earlier we shoot it, the more points we get out of it. And, well, it's not happening right now in, like, the story part of it. But if we come back to this minigame later on, for every time you get a direct hit without missing, like without missing a shot, you get a multiplier. The higher the multiplier, the more points you get, making this a lot more easier. Right now there is no multiplier for this entire story bit, so everything is their base points. The highest you can get with a red target, like a normal target, is 100 points. The highest with a silver target is 200 points, and the highest with a gold target is 400. There's also a limit of how many targets you can actually miss, which means that the targets actually go back into the water. If they do, that's a miss. Missing them by shooting does not mean you missed. It just gets rid of your multiplier, that's it. You can spam shoot, and that's fine. So yeah, all you have to do is just aim good and shoot. And don't miss a single target. And getting reverse will be easy. Now here's the thing. This can be fun. It's a turret section. It's a good turret section. It's well made. It's just target practice shit. And it can be fun. But as you'll see, here in the story mission and when we're actually in the minigame proper, this fucking minigame is so easy. It is boring as absolute shit.
Yahoo! Yes!
And we're done.
So, you nippers walloped me score. Fine, the top poppy has to be snipped sometime. Law of the land says the top gunner holds a special trophy in honor of their skill. This crystal's yours now, but I'll be getting it back soon enough.
So yeah, there you go. I now have the Light Eco Crystal, and we are done with that mission. Now, I could go forward and do a story mission, but if you see the high scores outside of these races and all the challenges for the car stuff, Sparkus Turret Game, 40,000 points. Now, story mission always gives the high score 7,000. So that's always going to be there no matter what. Your 7,000 point score there. Maybe a little bit more to it, but it's always going to be 7,000 points. Now, I would kind of recommend that you pretty much do this by score of like bronze, silver, and gold just in case. But I'm pretty sure it's only races. But yeah, as you can see, as we're doing it again, we're now getting a multiplier to our scores. So now, it goes all the way up to, I believe, about 9. So if a 9 multiplier, if 100, that is 900. 200, that is 1,800. And if you can get the 400s in a 9 multiplier, that is a fucking total of 3,600 points. Do you see what I fucking mean with how boring this is? And I was wrong, it's 8. So it's actually 3,200. And with the silver, it is about 1,600. And with bronze, about 800. But still, it's impossible to get the perfects, but you can see how fucking boring this is. That even when I miss, it is still not a problem because getting the gold in this is such a fucking joke. I don't even need to focus that much. I can miss a bunch of these and still get the gold before I even fail. And guess what? If I really, really wanted to, I could go and get 100 fucking thousand. But there is a gimmick. As your multiplier goes up, the targets get faster and faster. So in a sense, it does get harder. Not that fucking hard enough, because once you get to this part, you have seen every single tactic the game will throw at you. There is nothing else. Practicing this and getting good at dealing with the speed and also shooting at these targets in time is really easy to deal with. There is nothing special about this. It is incredibly simple. And if you do believe that the target's gonna be too impossible for you to do in the speed, which does happen, you can deliberately miss a shot, which forces all the targets to slow back down to their base speed so you can get through the bullshit that's thrown at you. Then you can easily quickly regain all of that speed, all that multiplier back up immediately without any real problems or penalties at all. So with all of that said, this minigame is way too fucking easy. And it's going to be the easiest challenge you're going to be doing the entire game. If you can't get the gold in this game, you suck at this fucking game. And there you go. I've done it. I have over 100,000 points. There's no point in me doing this. But if the game really wanted to be an asshole and give me a real challenge, this is the point difference it should fucking give me. The gold should be 100,000 points. Well, there you go. So now that's done. Now we have our orbs. We are now going straight back into the stadium, in which we are now going to be doing our final stadium fight. Are you ready for it?
Greetings, brave fighters! The one, the only, the greatest highness of all highnesses! The magnificent, eminently...
Enough. Just get on with it.
Sorry, I got a bit carried away. Did I mention how fabulous your hair looks?
Becca!
Yes, right. Another round of games has been called. This is combat to the death. Good luck, and may the bravest man, or in some cases animal, win.
Well, that was great fucking pep talk, huh? We now have the blue gun, the Vulcan Fury, and it acts like it does, you know. It is a machine gun, where we just hold the button, and we shoot the bitch. However, we now have the second version of the yellow gun, which does that whole ricochet thing. And it's much better than this in every fucking way. I mean, yes, it does a lot, but not only we just waste so much of ammo, but the ricochet gun makes it so much easier to actually just aim for these fucking assholes and kill them easily, that quickly, in fact, by doing a jump and spin kick and shooting. So, yeah, getting that gun, that second yellow gun, makes this way too easy and makes the blue gun utterly worthless in the long run. However, there is a gimmick. You see, the gimmick is that as we're going forward and completing this, our final enemy is not a normal enemy.
Sig?
Jack? Daxter?
Sig!
Well, don't you two look sorrier than ever.
What are you doing here?
Honing my skills. Let's finish this.
Whoa, come on, Sig. I'm not gonna fight you.
If we don't, he'll kill us both. Rule of the arena. Sorry, nothing personal.
Uh-oh. Blasphemy! One must destroy the other. Complete the test, or face worse pain.
I just know I'm gonna regret this.
Seize them! How dare you two defile the purity of the arena? Sig, your time in Haven City has poisoned you. And you, newcomer, you deserve no mercy. I should toss you both into the jaws of the desert. However, Sig, your years of service as our spy in Haven have earned you a chance to redeem yourself. But only this once.
A spy?
Just shut up. I'll tell you later.
There is a nest of metalpedes not too far from here. They have been harassing our artifact carriers for some time. I want you to drive into the heart of the nest and take out all the creatures you find inside. I'd say good luck, but then luck won't help you.
The good news, we got Sig back. The bad news, we pissed off Deimos because they didn't fucking kill Sig. So now, with Sig, we have to go into a metalhead nest and fucking destroy some shit. Great. So I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade our stuff, like upgrade my capacity, thus giving me more ammo, as well as, again, a damage upgrade, getting some more deflection, so it bounces off more things, and getting damage upgrade for the concussor as well. Okay, so, here's the thing with this mission. Now that we have Sig, we also have Sig's vehicle. And he will let us drive the vehicle. In fact, we have to drive the vehicle. The Gilla Stomper. Now, the Gilla Stomper is interesting in that it's a turret gun, but it's a turret gun that auto-aims on enemies. So all I have to do is just keep firing, and that gun will always aim directly at the fuckers. So it makes it interesting. Also, Sig will always talk every time we shoot shit and all that. So that's always enjoyable. But we're about to end the part right here. So let's go ahead, get near this, watch a cutscene, and end the part right here. Because why not? Next time in Jack Free, we enter the Metalhead Nest. And we get to blow shit up with Sig. The fun begins again. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.